Ikora, Lodi, we've got another group of exiles. Though nothing seems out of the ordinary apart from, well, the normal exile abnormality.
I've got some semblance of a trail leading out of here. Take care of those guys. I'll touch base when I've got a lead. Guardian, I've located Dr. Carnahan. She's safe, but she's shaken. Understandably.
If she's safe, what you saw at the outpost.
Yeah. Her assistant, Reese. Budding linguist. He didn't deserve this.
Manediluna, Yasemia Lakino, Ya Halakan, Yasemia, Adia Asumi, Yes, Isan Sukunyalu.
Dr. Carnahan asked us to find a piece of technology that the House of Exiles stole when her assistant was murdered.
Guardian, there's something here you need to get, closer to the singularity. I'm sending you some coordinates. Do these make any sense to you?
I take it these are from the Nine.
I have to assume so, unless the guys at Langley programmed me a trigger phrase before I left. Guardian, we're looking for a member of the House of Exile. My, hunch led me to some Elixni tracks. My guess is the technology that was taken is on its way to the Archon as we speak. That's our thief. We'll need to move fast.
Can you give us any more information on what we're looking for?
Carnahan called the technology Mattermorph. Does exactly what it says in the package. It can take any matter and break down its molecules in an alarmingly short amount of time.
We've seen how easily Mattermorph can kill. It's too unstable for someone like the Archon to yield. Exercise caution. She's carrying delicate cargo. I'm not sure how resilient this technology will be to a stray flaming hammer.
If this tech works as well as it sounds like it does, it'll be a big problem for Rock Hands.
Ikora, the thief just dropped a bunch of Ionian artifacts. Lodi said the lab had been ransacked. They must have taken more than just Mattermorph. But why drop the stolen goods?
Hospitality, Deathless. Those who trust the giver receive gifts.
The Archon. Ikora, our thief's being controlled.
And he's claiming hospitality after trying to make all of our problems worse? Archon Levas. Return the stolen technology and no one else needs to get hurt.
Exiles, you hear the Deathless make false promises. Nothing appeases their greed as they vie for the giver's blessing. Extinction fated, Deathless. You have the sympathies of the House of Exile.
East-dropped artifacts aren't gifts. The Archon's trying to lighten the load to make a quicker escape.
He seems as fortunate as he is reckless. Lifting Mattermorph was just a deadly coincidence.
Robbed a house and found a nuke. All it takes is one wrong judgment call and the Exiles could level Kepler.
You know as well as we do that Kepler isn't stable. How can we help your people?
There is no need. The mask is prophecy blessed. Lo, my exiles, I see without eyes the Giver's feast, the Rim of Soul bent, exiles triumph, the deathless dead, and dead again.
Do you think 3 is going to send you home? The grand design you speak of means Kepler falls into the singularity, and the rest of Soul with it.
Feed the Giver. Let the wormhole swallow all and tear through the eternal unknown. Felsik's will is at her Archon's command.
She drop all that junk at your command too?
Every failure is proof of the greater victory. The grand design is grand indeed.
This guy's not playing with a full deck. There is no plan.
Archon, it doesn't have to be this way. On Earth, Eliksni and humans live in peace. They have homes, plentiful food sources, fellowship.
Earth Eliksni practice sacrilege of the highest order. They have no place in the grand design.
Interesting. It's reacting to that pylon. Guardian, let's investigate.
Archon Levask. A member of your house is dead by your misjudgment. Open up the way to the Singularity. No one else has to die.
What is sapient life, if not bodies? Fel 6 was necessary. Defeat is victory in the eyes beyond time.
He shut off his channel. A leader so obsessed with the hold he has on the world, he's willing to sacrifice his entire house for a paltry slice of power.
There's no grand design. Nobody's driving the car. This guy's just riding shotgun trying to convince us he's behind the wheel.
Divina. Tokia Fasulia, Yasakolia, Yasapadia Fu. Yasu, Yakutulia.
You can probably feel it too. The pull of gravity stolen, directed.
I think I'd follow. Who's doing the stealing?
The mycelial priest. Stop. The Archon.
You're saying the Archon's getting the power of the Nine somehow? And that's why he's so dangerous?
Yes. His grand design smells of unknown space. This giver did not give gifts willingly.
I spoke with Dean Rebecca about Kepler's degradation status. With the Strangelets, we've been able to keep the Altar of Relativity stable, but it's not going to be enough to get us through it to 3.
We'll need to get them a stronger source of power. What options do we have on a planetoid as remote as Kepler?
It sounds like these folks have been relying on some shaky generators since the House of Exile took over their power plant in the Outer Steppes.
Then getting them a stable power source is our next step. Guardian, you take point. Head to that plant to see what can be done to remove the Exile threat and get it up and running again.
The Strangelet sulks in the corners of the steppes.
Glad to have you along, Ori. And good to know. We'll help the Ionians and get a few steps closer to reaching the Nine. Our purpose here is twofold. Lodi informed me the Ionians' power situation is dire. They've been relying on outdated generators since the House of Exile locked down the path to the Singularity. With our efforts to stabilize the altar, those energy stores are growing more inefficient by the minute. We need to fix the reactor and alleviate the strain on their generators as soon as possible.
Swallow your tremor. We are being observed by the Nine. I will try to find them.
Stay safe, Orin. And stay focused, Guardian. There's a Strangelet here that was taken by the Exiles. Securing it will get the Guardian through to 3.
Ikora, we've reached the main reactor room.
Excellent. You'll need to tap into the reactor's kernel interface. With any luck, this will be a simple reboot sequence.
Proceed with caution. The temperature is limbo.
Okay, I'm still getting unstable power readings. It's not enough to totally reboot the system, but we've opened a door leading to another power source. Follow that cable, Guardian.
It's them. Damn it, it's still them. It's always them. It's the Nine. You were supposed to turn on the lights. Guardian, these words are not my own.
Progress. Trending and fleeting. Met with primeval victory. Set in motion to vivify. Did you play the game? Keep eyes on the field. Bank every note. Instructions given and heeded. The Drifters Hall arriving. We hope you prepared. Help. Did you pay attention, Guardian?
We've got Exiles incoming.
Orin, you all right? I can see why you left.
I wanted my freedom back. As emissary, I knew I was signing it away, but what I got in return wasn't worth it in the end. Just when I saw through to the past, learned my own names, they scraped me out hollow. I learned the hard way Liberty was more valuable than power. They can keep the kid with the nicer bosons. My freedom is worth the price. You hear that? Don't even try.
activating another power source.
It's not enough to bring the reactor fully online. There has to be another around here somewhere. Orin, as far as I'm concerned, the Nine ignored every single one of our existential threats in recent memory. Gaul, the Hive Pantheon, the Witness. None of them warranted extra-dimensional intervention?
Oh, they intervened. You'll just never know. Everything you listed happened because the Nine allowed it.
I'll just never know. If you make bold claims without proof, you'll start speaking like the Archon.
I can see their temporal fingerprints on the Guardian. On Lodi, on Drifter, on me. And on you, Ikora. The feeling you get around the trains. This isn't a coincidence. It's a show of force.
I've been around long enough to know when I've been manipulated.
Guardian, are you paying attention?
Eyes up, Guardian. Here's the source of all the trouble.
They've wronged you, Orin. That much is clear. But their interference in the larger affairs of Sol seems minimal.
How about on your cohort? The Hall? That hideous thing dragging behind the Drifter's ship. The Nine gave it to him years ago. Didn't say what for. He tell you it's reacting to Kepler?
Yes. He was almost uncharacteristically forthcoming with that information. He's got the situation under control.
You don't understand.
I'm trying to. Power source is offline. We'll need to reactivate it before the exiles cause more trouble.
That's working. Enemies incoming.
To be clear, I don't doubt the Nine exist, nor am I trying to minimize your struggle for freedom, Orin. You said we came to Kepler at the Nine's behest. But so far, all I've seen is a planet on the brink of annihilation unless we do something to stop this black hole. Where is the intervention?
It already happened. The Nine collected their tax. On the Drifter's Hall. On Lodi's gift. On the Guardian's calibration. On you, Ikora. We just haven't seen it yet. I'm sorry. Transform and static the final power source.